On today's New Year's show, Ian is already breaking his New Year resolutions. Milo is super busy planning his 8-day weeks of stream scheduling.
God. What's about to be said?
Coops is very much drunk at the start of yet another year. And I've completed Netflix. It is the New Year's show. It is 2023. Boys, prove me wrong. How you all doing?
Hungover.
I was going to say, I'm glad that you said that quite softly because it quite a sensitive.
Sorry,
thing at the
I'm just
moment.
tripping over the remnants of what happened in my flat.
Yeah.
I think I'm still drunk.
You look
Oh
it.
my god.
Thank you.
Milo, that's a nice way of saying you look like shit.
Thank you for an audio podcast.
Yeah.
Or are we? Are we going to go video in 23?
Nope.
No, never. No.
Marky boy, how are you?
Do you know what? I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, why?
Why is
Mark?
that?
When we spoke about New Year's last year, we said we were going to do a live show, and we never did it.
Blame the casual.
That's not true. We did one from the top of the Space Needle.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
Yes.
sorry. Oh, yeah. Yes, yeah. Sorry.
Right, gents, let me just stop you all for 1 second. I just want to remind you all, right, I get it, we're all hungover, all a bit, I'm absolutely, I think I'm still
Speak for
smashed to be
yourself.
fair.
Season pro. Season pro.
Smiler's still going.
But listen, we need to acknowledge the fact today is the 1st of January 2023. So
You read the calendar.
Happy New Year, oh
What?
dear
Why have you got
listener.
to do me dirty like that, Milo? What's the point of that?
Sorry, it's...
Shut up. Happy New Year, boys. And Happy New Year to all of our patrons and listeners. Guys, thank you for still being here. 2023, it's going to be a mad one.
Thank you.
Thank you for still being here, Coops. I feel like I need to give you a compliment, but yes.
Listen, I was good for the last half of last year, so shut up again for the second time.
This is true.
And
This
I
is
just
so
want to
true.
say Happy New Year to all of our listeners, and also happy last podcast episode of Double Figures, because next week we're 100.
We're getting an extension.
Yes.
You're going to get a card. Hoops, I'll choose you. 100.
100.
That's a big number.
You know what, Milo? I take back
not as
saying
big
shut up.
as-
The fact I'm still here on episode 100 is actually bad. I'll be honest.
Well,
That's
we
actually-
don't know. The 100's next week.
Yeah, we're not there
You
yet.
might not be.
Oh, okay.
We haven't got there.
Yeah.
We haven't got there. Oh, dear. That is weird, isn't it, actually?
Yes, 99. Episode
99 shows. That's mental.
It feels very crazy, doesn't it? That's a lot of rounds we've all done, isn't it? Literally.
Yeah.
It's a lot of rounds. It's also a lot of consecutive episodes and never having missed a week of releasing a show.
We're brilliant, aren't we? I know we said it however many shows ago.
3 months
What was
ago.
Yeah, it was in October we said that, wasn't
What
it?
was it for the Christmas show? I can't remember. I'm wasted. Shut up.
We're brilliant. I love that. We should get that as our slogan for 23 this year.
Absolutely.
Incensed
Yeah.
podcast.
Actually, what's-
We're brilliant.
And we do have some mad things coming this year, don't we, in 2023. We've got more guests, a little sneak preview, like Marky did say, about a live video podcast, which would be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We got a lot happening. We got a lot happening,
This year is going to be big in many ways.
Coops, I just want to take it on one step further. We did talk about maybe a live video podcast, but we are going to be potentially doing an in-person one at the Spread Eagle in Croydon. Is that a place we want to do?
Nice.
Are we? News to me.
I know you're joking, but I actually think there's a pub in Croydon called the Spread Eagle. That's what's funny.
There is.
He's done his
There
research.
is.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The Green Dragon's a close second, but anywho, that'd be jokes.
But you lot do not want to venture down here, and especially if you've not got stab-proof vests.
They still haven't arrived from Amazon yet.
No, still not.
Come on, Amson. Pull your finger out.
Come on, Jeff Bezos, get them sorted.
Coops looks like he's about to launch into something. He's like preparing himself.
No, nothing.
What, you know what? 2 weeks of literally crucifying Croydon. It's probably getting a bit emotional,
Yeah.
Hungover,
I feel
Croydon brought out into the open.
It's just, new year, new me. I'm going to be a bit more emotional. Maybe you lot should stop bullying me this year.
Oh no, Coops, don't be a snowflake, please.
No.
You know what?
Oh, God.
2023, I would like to say, I don't think we're going to change one little bit, are we, guys?
That might be less fat. I don't know.
I won't.
Yeah, Milo, is your New Year's resolution again this year to start running, which you never did?
Hey, I actually picked up the baton at the end of last year a little bit, so I'm going to promise myself to keep going.
Milo, you pick up your baton every night, don't you?
Look, that's a different baton, all right?
I'd just like to say that I didn't actually break my New Year's resolution.
Because you didn't have one.
Exactly, and if you don't have one, you can't break it.
Absolutely, Ian. You're absolutely right there. Hey, if you don't set anything, you're not going to break it, are you, mate? But we will be talking about that in a little bit. But though, to our listeners, do what you always do. Drop your incenses.
Pop your incenses, champions. Let's go.
If you get anything good whilst listening to the show, send them on our social medias with the hashtag Shinies of the Week.
Could you clarify that spelling?
As SHINIESOFTHEWEEK.
And now, children, it's time for Getting to Know You with the Incensed podcast.
So on the back of the good old Xmas show last week, boys, I'm sure everyone was listening while they were stuffing their turkey.
I certainly was.
Same here.
I don't know what I was stuffing personally. I actually had a little listen back to last year's New Year's episode that we did. Coops asked a very good question, since it was our sort of first New Year's Day episode.
Thank you.
First episode of
That's
2022 was New Year's resolutions. What do we want to achieve for 2022? So I thought, two-parter, how did this go? And then the next part is, what goals are you going to set for 2023?
Okay.
Did you two go
I like
running
it.
together?
Don't be jealous. Do not be jealous.
Well, actually, funny enough, Ian is starting on the bandwagon with that. So, Ian, your previous New Year's resolution was to not have one. So, well done, sir. Flying
I
colours.
achieved mine.
You achieved yours, but technically, you set yourself a little goal of going abroad.
Yes.
Which I don't know. You went to, was it Seville and Seattle?
I don't know. People have to listen back to previous episodes. I might have mentioned it once or
Not sure.
twice. Seville, Seattle, Amsterdam. Yeah.
Hold on. Where's
That's Coop strangling a cat.
Here, where's Seville? Where's Seville?
Sevilla.
Oh,
Sevilla.
Seville.
And we still get shade about how we all pronounce it.
It's never going to go away. It's never going to change. Can we have a part 2 in 2023,
Next year's
please?
Barcelona.
I want to move it on to the casual.
Yep.
Now, how can I put this? You've set yourself a sarcastic goal of, how can I put this in a PG way, of not utilising the beef torpedo in solo.
Bro, I'll be honest, I'm lost because I genuinely don't remember what I said.
Okay, let me phrase it. Your goal, your New Year's resolution was not to self-abuse yourself.
Yes.
Oh my god, was it really? Was that actually mine?
Yes.
You said, I've been looking at TikTok.
Yes.
Bro,
I wanna stop.
I don't think I got past the first. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I made it to midday.
Oh dear. He didn't survive until the episode dropped. That's hysterical.
You actually set 2. There was that one, and then you actually said you was going to do more health kick.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God you
Yeah.
set yourself a second one, which was work on your fitness and sort of self-improvement and all of that sort of stuff. And you're running. So how's that gone?
Oh mate, that's actually banter. It's flooding back to me. The first part of my New Year's resolution was I'm going to use the phrase epic fail. I did not complete that one. And the second one, excuse the pun, was also a little bit of a flop as well.
Is that why the first one failed?
It's a flaccid flop.
Classic flop.
I genuinely actually ran, and I'm sure Milo can vouch this as well, because I know he did, I think, as well. For like January and February, I was on it. I was actually jogging like 3 times a week. I actually took it serious. As the year has gone on and on and on, I've kind of gone through months like October and November and not actually done one run. So I had the enthusiasm for it and I had the determination for it, but unfortunately it didn't last for the whole 12 months. So I'm also going to say that I also failed the second part of my New Year's resolution as well.
Oh dear. So it's a double fail for the casual.
In Coops' defence, he did actually run for a few guillotines.
He did.
Yeah, I did.
Guaranteed.
Coming back when?
Bring it back.
Rural trainer, you set yourself 2 goals as well.
Oh, God.
And one of them was not running. Has that gone well?
I will confirm. I broke the New Year's resolution because I ran for Hundo Litwicks, didn't I?
Oh, yes.
You did, yeah.
I did, so I broke that
And
one.
Stuffles.
And
Yes.
Stuffles, yeah.
I don't remember seeing you in proper running gear though. So
You're too kind, Milo. You're too kind. So is that a tick for me on that one? Do I get a bling in?
Yeah, we'll give you a pass for not running.
Oh my
then,
God,
yeah.
I think it's a tick.
guys. I just got a hundo Hitmontop at my house. Look, sorry to totally interrupt, but we are...
give me that,
Look.
show me that 4-star goodness.
Look.
Ooh, look at that.
Sorry.
Hunt him.
Sorry, I'm totally sorry, Mark, because it's the 1664 CP, and I was like, I mean, we are a Pokemon podcast, so I thought I'd have to mention
We are,
it. Sorry.
and since the Mythic Blade event was like a couple of weeks ago, this is totally unexpected.
Sorry.
We're definitely not recording this show
Yes.
early.
No, sorry, and my voice isn't all of a sudden gone really sore because I was at a concert last night. No, yes, this is live, yeah, sorry.
No, it 100% isn't the 7th of
No,
December.
not at all.
Hello, friends. We're leaving that.
We're leaving it in? Okay, we're leaving it in. Okay,
Leaving
fine.
his jokes.
Fine.
Maybe moving on to Mark's more sort of serious New Year's resolution. It was more of a goal, wasn't it?
To be more positive, I think it was, if I remember correctly.
More positive headspace. How do you feel that sort of treated you in 2022, really? It's a bit mad sort of saying, over 12 months, have you been positive?
It's so. I'm pleased you wrote them down because I forgot what I'd said mine. I'm pleased you did the homework for us.
Right.
Then. Yeah, I was like,
Thank God I listened back this evening.
no, I've been more positive this year. I mean, sometimes it's been very, very challenging. You know, I think overall, I'd say I have been in a more positive headspace because, you know, we've had more challenging years and it really has impacted me and I have felt pretty low over it. And this year I haven't felt like that. So I think
Good
it's been a
stuff,
tough
yeah.
year, and there's been so much going on in the world and everything. But yeah, we're here. We're still standing. Still more room for improvement.
Yeah, bitches.
But yeah, I feel done all right. What do you say then? Bitches, was that? What was that? Bitches.
That's not how the song goes.
No. So come on then, you, because I know yours was definitely running. I'm sure it was.
It was.
Yeah.
So, yes. Well, I could copy and paste Coops' answer. So sort of January, February and March ran 2-3 times a week, was kind of on the ball with it. And then just stuff got very busy and drove more into, you know, the bits and pieces I was doing for YouTube, and time just kind of running stopped.
Question. You said you was using the couch to 5K. Doesn't that hassle you when you're not doing exercise? Did you just delete the app?
You can turn notifications off. Do you know this?
Off.
Yeah, that's the thing where you load up the app. It says, do you want to have push notifications? You say, not now. Sort of for the vast majority of 2022, yeah. But then I was like getting past September, and I'm like, you actually, like, there's a smarter way to do it, because running does mean you actually have to get up, go out, even if it's pissing down with rain, etc., and try and do that. I'm like, I can try and do some bits and pieces from home in between if I'm exporting a video or editing the podcast or whatever. So kind of for the last sort of 4 months I've been doing home workouts, and I've got some weights, so it's kind of like a 50-50.
Right,
I lost the grind, but I've been back on it for like the last sort of 3-4 months. But that was looking back at how 2022 went, and I'm going to phrase this in a way that actually Ian can contribute. Not New Year's resolutions for 2023, but have you got yourself some kind of goals or things that you would like to do or achieve? And Ian, that can be go to somewhere or do something. Let's go in the same order.
Yeah, come on, Ian.
Yeah.
Have you got anything you would like to do or achieve
New Year's
in 2023,
resolutions,
Ian?
no, because they're a waste of time.
I'd never use
Bro,
that
he
word.
said that. He said that.
No.
He said
Just
that.
give me a second. This year I will continue.
Sorry, I just don't like seeing you guys fall out.
We're trying to protect the relationship here.
We never fall out. We have healthy discussions.
Okay.
So generally, no New Year's resolutions. However, I do intend to travel as much as I can. 1, afford, and 2, manage this year. So there's definitely travel on the cards for 2023 across the UK and hopefully a little bit further afield.
I think further afield, maybe further than we've gone in 2022,
Yeah, I think so.
perhaps.
Yeah.
El Casual, which is what I've named one of my Pokemon in Pokemon Violet.
Have you actually? No way.
Actually.
Oh. I hope it's a
Casual.
good looking one, or is it a ginger one?
Ginger Wooper.
It's definitely it's just the Wooper.
He posted on Twitter. Ginger hair. Scroll back about 2 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yes, several weeks ago. So yes, mate. So to be honest, a bit like Ian, I've not actually thought about New Year's resolutions, and this year is going to be a really big year for me, mate. It's going to be a big one. First of all, it's my 30th in the summer. Whee!
Yeah, we thought it was 50 this year, man.
I thought you were 90. literally in a few weeks' time, be moving in with my girlfriend, which will be lovely. We're hoping to save as much money. As you guys knew from last year, I've started a new job, which is fantastic. So yeah, man, there's a lot going on this year. It's going to be an amazing year, and I pissed about for like 10 years doing the dancing. So yeah, mate, it's I guess it's time to start my life, is what I really should be saying.
He doesn't love a donut.
Start being serious.
Yeah, so very, very excited, and yeah, big year. To sort of summarise your question, this year I want to get my life together. I guess that would be my answer.
That'll be a real test.
So in 365 days, we'll be asking if you sorted your life out.
yes. And hopefully I'll say, boys, I actually have, yeah.
45 years and I still
Get
haven't.
a tick.
90 was that? 90 years
waiting
or
for him to
45?
say
Half of 90. Half of 90.
That's my favourite segment.
Masterful 27. What about yourself?
I'm not going to go down the same road as I did last year. But, I've got aspirations, certainly in personal life. Don't really want to go into too much detail. But, yeah, like as Coop says, nice to go into the next chapter, whatever that looks like. I'd like to travel again next year. Definitely one of the things I want to do. Where that takes us, who knows. But, yeah, I do want to set myself a challenge next year of seeing somewhere brand new. And that's as far as I'm going to stretch with it.
That's all right. That's the thing. That's why I left this question quite vague. It's sort of things that you want to achieve and aspirations of what you want to do.
What about
so
yourself then, Mr. Milo? Couch to 6K? Oh.
Bro, I was just about to say couch to 10K, I swear to God.
He's got to get off the couch
600
first.
yards. Exactly. Got to stop doing the sit down bit first.
I think at the moment you do couch to kitchen, don't you?
Couch to kitchen to edit. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, couch to edit.
There isn't an app for that, unfortunately.
Couch to kitchen.
Couch to kitchen. That's a road track to obesity.
Ian, that's funny.
right
That
there.
is. That's really funny.
Well, on that unhealthy note, no, I want to crack on with my fitness and make it much more of a part of my routine and get into the habit of doing it. But much like you guys, travel, we did quite a lot of it in 2022, which is awesome. But I would love to be able to go to more places, even if it's not for the live events that are going to happen in 2023. Look forward to seeing what they will be. But I do want to get to APAC. I want to get to Japan this year if I can do. That's kind of where my head's at. That it will be an end goal for me. That would be awesome. Just a numbers game. I would like to aim for 20k subs.
Ooh, yes, easily done. No, easily achievable, so I should say.
So let's do some travel together, boys.
do it.
And let's see if we'll be ticking all of these off rather than crossing them off in terms of New Year's resolutions. That was fantastic. Thanks, boys. Look forward to 2023.
Absolutely.
I agree, mate, and it always cracks me up. Like, it's actually the first. Like, what are the chances of this episode actually being aired on the 1st of 2023? That's hilarious.
We definitely did.
It just happened to fall on the Sunday.
Yeah. There's also something that I also can't believe is happening. We're going into 2023 with the same old bloody games. Chasing the tail, chasing the tail, tail to chase, it's chasing the tail.
Yes, what would 2023 be without one of our most popular games? Coop's favourite segment, Chasing the Tail. We're back 2023. Rules are exactly the same as they've always been. So, Chasing the Tail is a word association game where you mustn't pause or hesitate or indeed repeat a previous named Pokemon. The name of the Pokemon that each of you must say will start with the last letter of the previous Pokemon. The order that we're going to go on this New Year's Day is myself, Casual Coops, Pogo Mile UK, Masterful 27.
Okay.
Alrighty.
The starting Pokemon for this New Year's Day is Diglett,
Tyranitar.
Rampardos.
Sawaddle.
Eevee,
Empoleon.
Nidoqueen.
Nidoking.
Golett,
Turtwig.
Geodude.
Ekans.
Sableye,
Iraquinin.
Sorry. Was
That's from Gen 12.
Mr. PvP? Iriquinit.
I thought I'd try my luck, I'll be honest.
Oh my god.
I was genuinely going, is that what? I don't know.
No, I think is it A? Is it Iraquinin?
Araquanid.
Nid, yeah.
That's it. Oh.
All right, Pogo Milo UK, your Pokemon is Iraquinid.
Delibird.
Oh. Doug Trio.
Omanyte,
Esper.
Routes.
The S always gets me. There are a lot that start with S, but it always gets me. Damn.
We're running out now. We're running out of ones we're familiar with.
So it's for me to start this final round off, this New Year's Day face-off.
Who's going to get the first victory of 2023?
Dun, dun, dun.
And Milo. Your Pokemon's name is Poliwhirl.
Lombre.
Esper.
He wins.
I say we've run out of Ekans, we've run out of Esper, run out of Eevee.
Yeah, I've had Eevee. I can't think of.
Sorry, I knew Lombre was a bastard of a mob.
It's my
I can't think of another one beginning with E.
Wonderful.
Yes, we know. Yes, we know.
E's and N's. That's all we do. E's and N's.
Yeah.
E's, N's, and S's.
There's so many that end with those letters, yeah.
So if there's one thing that we know then, going into 2023, it's Milo's going to continue to win every game each week.
Yes.
Boys, I'll tell you what though, because obviously it is 2023. Sometimes when we're recording and I'm listening back to our amazing episodes, I do sometimes think, is this really a Pokemon Go podcast? Sometimes I get confused.
We're not,
That's why we don't put it in the intro.
But if it's okay with all three of you, I would like to talk about the game. Is that okay? Can we talk about Pogo? Is that?
I think we can manage that.
Go on then.
Just about.
I'm hearing things.
As we know from 2016, the game has evolved so much. So I kind of wanted to open the floor, put a question out to you guys. What are your hopes for Niantic's baby, Pokemon Go, in 2023? What would you like to see? What updates would you like to be brought in? What features would you like to see? What sort of events, what legendaries, what community daemons, sort of anything that you can conjure up and think of. What hopes do you have?
It's going to be quite, I think, a fairly spread out year because there's not an awful lot of Mons left to come. So I think they're going to be quite economical with the releases. You've got Gen 9, you've got Gen 8, and a bit of Gen 7 left.
And Kecleon in Gen 3.
A bit of Gen
A little bit of Gen 6, not a lot. Okay.
Kecleon.
Please let it come in a few weeks.
It's that gold badge just staring at you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's horrible.
My biggest hope for 2023 is actually that they just implement things with a bit of thought behind it. I don't want to badmouth events that I've not been to, because actually, in terms of setting them up, they do a cracking job with them. But they almost just get the wrong bit to set it up around. If you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh.
It's like dodgy foundations in some ways.
Yeah. The events that were in London and LA, oh, absolutely brilliant. Oh, the Ultra Beast thing was phenomenal. It was really getting you in there. But just drop something that the people there can get to make it mega special. No one can begrudge that.
I think we talked about that a few weeks ago, that if they just dropped a new Mon in,
We did.
everyone would have been buzzing.
Yeah, because an extra little line of text on the tag doesn't quite make it that special.
But, they've proven that they can take it up to the next level, and let's just hope that this year sees them implement it as well around all that amazingness and just do something phenomenal.
And I think you're onto something there, Mark, because the live events that they did last year, the big events, and let's remember, there were 4 Safari Zones last year, there was the Johto Tour in Monterey, and there was 3 Go Fests.
Yeah.
I obviously only went to, probably like you guys, I went to Seville and I went to a Go Fest. Other than let's leave the Ultra Beast arrival on one side for a second, but the actual live events, the tent poles, if you will, they were faultless. They really were. So if they can maintain that standard this year and give a nice sort of spread of events across the world, because I think 3 events in APAC, they deserve them. They've not had many over in that part of the world, but to have 3 events in the space of like a month over in that area, the rest of the world really did suffer.
It was over 3 months, but I think that was because of obviously the 2021 they didn't have any events in APAC at all, so they kind of had to
that's what I said, that they were underrepresented in the past. Yeah. I mean, Australia again deserves something.
More locations getting live events, I think, would be quite cool. I know we've had technically 1 Safari Zone in the UK way back, and obviously the Ultra Beast thingy, which was very good fun in London, but there are more corners of the world, and I hope they do that, because it would encourage us all to fulfill our potential goal of 2023 of going to visit somewhere new
across the world. And there is that much love for the game, but I'd love to see them, like you guys said, have a scattering of like maybe multi-locations for the same event maybe next year. So what I mean by that is like, I know Safari Zones are like people travel to them. But why not do it so there's one in each region on the same day? So like it gives people, those opportunities to go to one and still have that travel. Because some people, let's be honest with you, we want it to be an inclusive game, but it doesn't mean about catering it for everybody. There's got to be an element that if you want to do something, make an event out of it. And we've spoken about that loads of times. The live events are amazing.
Yes.
And I still say that the best event I ever went to was my first one. Dortmund 2019 was phenomenal.
It's a special thing, yeah.
There's something special about your first time, isn't there?
Yes.
yes, Ian.
I'm quite simple, right? I know you lot love the live events great, but there's two things I want this year. Niantic, if you're there, just two.
Bulbasaur?
No, Mega Bulbasaur. No. I want to see.
Collaboration with
jokes aside. So there's two things I want to see for the game. The first one, joking about Megas, I want to see Mega Tyranitar released.
Yeah.
I would love that. That's what I want this year. And second of all, I thought about this earlier, I really would love this year. And I think Marky Boy said this a few months ago that he thinks it's going to happen early on in the year. I would love to see a Timber Community Day. That's two things I want.
Yeah.
That's all I want this year.
Yeah.
Timber Community Day.
Hang on, didn't you say a few
Mega
months ago you
Tyranitar.
wanted Axew Community Day, which we know is going to be happening in, July or August?
Yeah, but I know that that's going to be happening now. We know.
He knows the format.
Yeah, now I know the format. And like I said, those are two things. Because if it was 3 Ian, then it'll be 3 and the third one would have been Axew.
Last year, I think Mark predicted Timber Community Day, didn't he, when we was talking about predictions last year?
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually think the game is in a good place.
Yeah.
I really do. The PvP live events and all what they've done on Twitch this year has just been phenomenal. Hosting that.
Yeah.
They've done a great job. Just more good stuff.
We should get some better Megas this year because most of the rubbish ones have already been put out, really.
Yeah, they're getting through most of the rubbish ones now, so...
The last kind of rubbish ones you've got is like Mega Cabarupt and something else. And genuinely, you're into like, the OP stuff.
Well, that's it, because we're kind of almost halfway through the Megas, aren't we now?
How did Nummel get a Mega? But like there are
ask.
Pokemon out there.
Don't even ask.
I'm not even going to ask.
It's mad.
Yeah, there are ones that deserve it there.
Right?
Yes. There are ones that deserve a Mega
Bulbasaur.
But I've got quite a few varied hopes. With Blastburn. Can we get a second Complay Classic, please?
He doesn't want it to evolve, he just wants Mega Bulbasaur.
Yeah, that's it. Just as with Blastburn be quality. I've got quite a few hopes and dreams for the game, shall we say. But I think forefront for me is a bit of an odd one, is that they actually take a step up and forward with the augmented reality aspect of their game, because I know that we have conversation stuff and talk about how they are actually an AR company. They deal with all of that. They've got Lightship and all of the other companies that they brought into the fray.
Well, they are. I think it was a year ago that they was working on the AR glasses, weren't they?
Something like that. But for actually augmented reality purposes in Pokemon Go, maybe incorporate augmented reality into the game in a better way, update the AR Plus, so maybe have the AR photography bits go into Campfire and have a link between there. Bring AR into Pokemon Go a bit more, because I know we've said like you need to focus on the game a bit more, but at the end of the day, it is an AR game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
For an AR game, the biggest functionality you see is still kind of just the map. How many people really dive into AR photos?
Think back to launch. I mean, that's the whole thing they sold it on.
Yeah, like who really dives into AR photography? There's a tiny proportion of people.
You
who
and
do it.
Zoe.
Very few. Yes, and Kitty Pokemon's a lot from Pokemon Go Hub. That's about it. And genuinely, I would like them to have a bit more thought and process behind how a season and a month's worth of events get constructed.
Yeah.
Because if we scroll it back to the Season of Light,
It was a train wreck. It was an absolute train wreck.
it was so bad. It was a really bad season. Even further back in 2022, was Season of Alola was bad.
Yeah, Alola was bad.
Obviously didn't evolve my Cosmog. Now,
Neither
it's
did I,
been a
mate.
while, but I checked my app today. They've changed it. You don't have to evolve your Cosmog anymore.
I know, so Patience persevered with that, which is
Yes.
great.
I don't know when it changed, but that is a thing.
It was literally the 1st of December. Literally a month ago today, they went, right, you don't have to evolve your Cosmog anymore. But yeah, the Cosmog thing was weird. And even like the season of Mythical Wishes that we're in at the moment, what's the first selection of raid bosses? We had a week of Virizion, Terrakion, Cobalion.
But they were only out for a week each, so that wasn't too bad.
I know, but it's like the events should have a bit more of a play into what you're doing, have a construct for how an event is put together, because we have events where there's like sometimes there's nothing new added, then there's a new shiny and a new mon, sometimes there's one new mon, sometimes there's only a new shiny, and sometimes there's a random new mega thrown in there. So as the gameplay goes, that's kind of that for me, really. As Ian said, I would love to see an introduction of Gen 9 with a Paradox-themed event.
Well, they do seem to be dotting them around.
Yeah,
it's not
I think
all
they will.
specifically
Yeah.
from each generation at the moment, so I think realistically...
Yeah, I know. They are hop, skipping, and
Yeah,
jumping.
it's
aren't
kind
they,
of an
between
open
them.
field now.
With Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Gen 9, there's such a good month's worth of events in there, like the Luminous Legends X and Y in 2021.
yes.
They can easily do something with the Paradox
Yeah,
stuff
and we've got
from
some
the main
older
series
Pokemon
games.
that are getting new sort of evolutions now with Gen 9, so
Exactly.
there's a lot of scope what they can do.
I'm excited to see what they do with that, if they do it this year.
Well, you've also got,
I hope they do.
because they flirted with Gigantamax, didn't they, as well, as a potential thing.
That will probably come after the finish with Megas.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's me thinking I could fully retire, but after this conversation, I think the game's still going to be going in 2038.
I would say conservatively the game's got at least
mate.
another 5 or 6 years, if not longer.
Yeah, there's not a Gigantamax camera up, though, so you're all right there, mate. Don't worry
Oh,
about
God, God damn it, God.
Not as far as I know, no.
For this year, for me, I am hoping, as you've all alluded to, that the game feels a little more structured. I don't think there's anything really, other than PvP, which we don't really talk about, really broken in the game currently. I want them to build on that, become a little bit more structured. And for me, I mentioned it earlier, that I'm just hoping that there are more live events this year, because I sound like a broken record, but I don't care. The game for me is about travel. I feel happiest when I'm actually going places and playing it. I don't just want to be walking around my local park endlessly playing the game. I actually want to go to new places and use the game to see new places. So I am hoping for a lot more in the terms of being able to go to places. Both us doing podcast meetups around the UK, which we did a few of last year, and big live events where we can actually travel to, like that Milo and I will be going to Hoenn Tour in Las Vegas.
We'll be hoeing in Vegas.
We'll be hoeing in Vegas.
Oh, good pun there. I like that.
That will be brilliant. That's the first live event at this point that we're aware
Besties.
of for
Ooh,
2023.
Las Vegas friends. Ooh,
We went to Seattle together.
Yeah.
We have to do Vegas together.
Seattle, Amsterdam, now Vegas. Oh, and Seville.
No, but jokes aside, I appreciate all of you lot saying what you think for 2023. And look, listen, there's nothing else to say apart from we will just be here in a year's time talking about whether they did it or not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're going nowhere.
We've got 52 weeks, boys, of us talking Pokemon Go coming up.
And then we'll do another show this time next year talking about another year that's upcoming. But talking about things that are upcoming, it's now time to talk about January's.
It's the news.
So the New Year's news, that's a mouthful. Okay, so we are currently enjoying the Pokemon Go New Year's 2023 event, scarily familiar event, which Milo is going to talk to us just a little bit more about.
Just a little bit, and I will say one of our favourite Pokemon. We talked about Hoot Hoot with the golden top hat, sir. Only now can you get Hoot Hoot evolving to Noctowl with the hat.
Lads, hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Uh-huh, yeah.
On my radar, there's a Hoot Hoot with, the 2023 top hat.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to go shiny check it. I've got, I'm addicted to the game now. Excuse me from the news. I'll be right back. Give me,
This is a
give me
turn up for the books.
What a surprise.
give me like 5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, Ian, we'll just carry on as normal,
let's
shall
do
we?
it.
We don't need the casual. So, much like we had with Cubchoo and Beartic, they finally added the evolution, and there is a damn Hoot Hoot, as if we're not seeing probably too many of them already at the current time. The event does run until January the 4th at 8 p.m. your local time, by the way. There's a new Pikachu wearing a party top hat. Can this owl
Another
sod
hatted
off?
Pikachu.
It's a different hatted Pikachu, should I add. So like a black top hat. Can't get rid of the owl.
It won't go away.
Do you know what a group of owls is called? Educational. It's a parliament of owls.
Is it? Parliament of Owls.
A parliament of owls.
Is that because they change regularly?
Yeah. The
Let's
short-lived
get
Ian.
back on track, shall we? So,
Yes, we're not a political podcast.
no, we're really not. So, getting back to it, you can get a party popper pose, folks, which is rather good, to go alongside your gold shell suit thing that they have nowadays as part of the event. Party hat Wurmple has
Chav
made its
event.
return. Yes, Chav event.
event.
Baby Pokemon are in 2 kilometre eggs. Pichu with a party hat is included in that. There are field research tasks. The best thing, though, is that the 1-star raids, Mark, I bet you love this, is the party hat starters for Gen 1 have made their return.
I'll be sending them all over the place. So, yeah.
And then jumping out. Basically, it is a soiree. It's a little party of party hats in the 3-star
It's
rates
my
as well,
favourite
with
bonus.
party hat bonus. Radicate with the party hat, Nidorino with the party hat, Gengar with the party hat, and Wobbuffet with the party hat all can be shiny, which is lovely. And we'll get onto the 5-star
costume
raids
hunters
and
are
stuff
gonna be
later.
loving
This is very much a costume hunter thing. That's why Coops isn't here, actually. He's already jutted
He's out
out of the
hunting.
podcast. He heard that we were talking about this event. He's gone, I need that Noctowl with the fancy top hat. That's basically what's going down. There's the collection challenge, which of course Coops will be making good progress on right now. And the event bonuses half hatch egg distance and quarter hatch egg distance for the first 3 eggs placed in incubators during the event. We've had that sort of thing before, haven't we, with the egg widgets and all of that gubbins. There's a matter of days left. Go and get your golden Hoot Hoot with the golden hat and evolve it to what I think is actually okay in PvP, Noctowl. But that is what is happening in the next couple of days. To talk more about January, Vassafal, bottled Vassafal. is here.
Without feces.
No feces included.
No feces in my Vassafal.
Oh,
So
dear
this
God.
very coming Saturday, you're all going to be out hunting for Chespin, which is January's Community Day. So January's Community Day is Saturday the 7th of January. Now, boys, bad news.
What?
It's another 2 till 5.
Oh, bollocks.
Oh, what? Are they not going to listen to us?
Really?
Niantic have not learned the lesson. We're going to be out hunting for shiny Chespin in the dark because it is another 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. But the good news is, of course, shiny Chespin is here.
Yes.
And if we evolve our Quilladin into Chestnut during the Community Day or up to 5 hours afterwards, it's going to know the charge attack. Coops' favourite. Shame he's not here
Blast
for
burn.
this one. Frenzy plant. As is usual with community days, you've got the $1 research, the 79 pence research, and it's actually got an okay title for once. It's not just called Chespin Community Day. The special research is called Quality Quills, and we'll give you the usual
good.
stuff. Now, the event bonus of this one, double catch candy. Also get 2 times chance for trainers level 31 and above, getting Candy XL for catching Pokemon. Mark's favourite bonus, the quarter egg hatch distance.
Are you going to let him talk about it?
Yeah, go on. Talk to us about your favourite
Yeah,
bonus.
since I've got to level 50 and XP means nothing to me now, but that will catch me out.
All
of
about
this
the
book.
eggs.
It's all about the eggs now. I'm going to be hatching loads of 2k eggs. Can't wait.
So, other than Mark's favourite bonus, low modules and incense activated or dropped during the event will last for 3 hours, which is
That's 2
good news.
podcasts covered.
Yep, that is 2 podcasts covered in one sentence. And of course, there will be snapshots for a surprise. So we're going to get the 5 free photo bombs. 1 additional special trade can be made, so that'll give us a maximum of 2 for the day. And trades made during the event will require 50% less dust. After the community day finishes, between 5 and 10 p.m, so absolutely in the dark, there will be the 4-star raids where Quilladin will be in raids. And of course, completing those will give you the bonus spawns for Chespin around the stop for 30 minutes afterwards. There will be stickers and all of the usual good stuff in that. So that is this month's Community Day. So it's looking like a good Community Day, boys.
Oh, yes. Oh, you can't
Other than
argue
the fact
with the
that the
return.
majority of it will be in the dark, as will the raids. But other than that, it
Well,
looks pretty good. It's
and-
6 shiny.
And the quarter hatch egg distance bonus. Actually, there's quite a few bad things.
Boys, good news.
What?
With the clocks and how the time's going now, it's actually getting lighter longer. So it is actually light now till around 4 o'clock-ish. So by the time this comes around, we might actually play over 2/3 of it in the light. Maybe that's what they were going for.
So we
Maybe
might be able
not.
to play till 4 o'clock in the light. Well, that's great. Thank you, Niantic.
So forward thinking. We can't argue with the return of the starters.
You know, we've been predicting this for the whole of last year, and it never happened.
Yeah,
It's-
we never, well, we
it's
thought it
due.
would be on April, and then it was Stuffle, and then it was like a year without starters. So good to see Chespin straight off the bat.
Basically means I think
It's good
through
news.
23 we're probably going to see all 3 starters. So I think
We
we are
will.
gonna
We
see-
will. Fennekin's a lovely shiny for memory. I think Fennekin goes a bit like beigey,
Great.
doesn't it?
Yes,
It's,
it is.
it's a
It's a good
lovely
one.
It's
light.
like grey. Yeah, it's a great shiny.
Other events that we can look forward to, and we're just going to top line these because no information has been released as of yet. So from January the 10th to the 16th, we've got the Twinkling Fantasy event. Coinciding with that, over the weekend of the 14th and 15th of January, we've got the Go Battle weekend. Did I say Stephen Stone?
Stephen Stone, yeah.
I have no idea what that means. Do you?
He may be a nice bloke. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe it's Sharon's brother or something. Then from the 19th to the 23rd of January, the Lunar New Year event. The Community Day Classic, which hasn't been announced yet, is on January the 21st, which I believe is also a Saturday. And to round out January, we've got the Crackling Voltage event from the 27th through February the 5th. There's quite a lot to keep us busy in January, and let's just hope that not every event has a ticket that we must buy for this month.
This is stupid to say, but I will put money that it will. But we'll be putting money in the tickets anyway, so it's a stupid bet. Ignore me. I'm looking forward to some of that stuff, although I will say we saw in the little data mining stuff and on social media floating around, Larvitar Photobomb was found a little while ago.
Found back in, I think, November, December.
Yes. So
it would be amazing if it was a Larvitar Community Day Classic. That would be amazing.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That would be
amazing.
But Milo, do you want to talk to us about raids and what we can expect on the 5-star raid tier?
Absolutely. The 5-star raids are strong, to say the least. The force is strong with these raids.
It certainly is, looking at this infographic.
So we've got 4 5-star legendaries coming up over the course of January, 1 week per time, and all 4 can be shiny. So to kick things off, January the 1st to January the 10th will be Reshiram, personal favourite, and it will know Fusion Flare. January the 10th to January the 18th, Zekrom, another
my personal favourite.
Zeki.
Yeah, Zeki.
Zeki and Reshi are back. And it will know Fusion Bolt. Now, these moves do hint at a black and white Curem possibly popping up later in the year, so we'll have to see. And then things cool down a little bit with Regice. But,
bad pun. Bad pun.
Very bad pun, but had to be done.
That's one where we could take a week off raiding, to be fair, because Regice is kind of a little bit meh.
It's going to receive a cold reception. But that is January the 18th to the 25th. But, and this is where I think we might see more coming up next in the
New
season.
shiny,
Koops,
yes.
Koops, if he were here and not hunting top hat shiny Hutu, would be frothing right now because there's a possibility of shiny Tapu Bundalenga popping up. But Tapu Koko and its shiny is being released for the first time right at the very end of January, the 25th through to the 1st of February. And
happy with
it's
that.
a good shiny.
Yeah, it is.
Those are the 5-star raids. And the raid hours are as follows for January. The 4th is Reshiram, the 11th is Zeki, the 18th is Regice, and the 25th is Tapu Koko.
Now, moving on from raids, we'll look at the mega raids. From the 1st to the 10th of January, Mega Steelix is back.
Woo.
From the 10th to the 18th of January, we have question mark, which may be a new one, or it might just be something that they just don't want to announce because it's that bad that they're bringing
Can I
back.
have
They
a
just don't want us to know.
hypothesis? I have a theory, mate.
Go,
So you know
go,
how
go.
you read out January the 10th, the Twinkling Fantasy event starts?
Yes.
I'm thinking that could be a fairy event, and that will coincide nicely with when Marky Boy talks
Mega
about
God of
Spotlight
War.
Hours. Mega Gardevoir might be dropped there.
Maybe.
And that will be a solid mega.
That will be. If that comes out, that will make the month of megas worthwhile because
that will tick
the rest of the
mega
megas.
connoisseur box.
Yes. We'll talk about them in a second, but for the rest of the megas, which we're not going to talk about, 18th to the 25th is Mega Lopunny, one of Coops' favourites, and one of Mock's actual favourites is Mega Aerodactyl, which will be with us from the 25th of January to the 1st of February. But I think you're right. If it is Mega Gardevoir, that is an amazing mega.
I approve of that one. The Mega Connoisseur
I
approves.
approve this mega.
I approve this mega.
Well, I'm hoping you might back my theory up because you're going to go through the Spotlight Hours, sir.
I am. So 5 of them here for the month of January. Starting with January the 3rd's Alolan Sandshrew Spotlight Hour, but it does give us 2 times XP for evolving Pokemon. So I think a lot of people that are on the XP grind will be not trying to catch shiny Alolan Sandshrew. You'll be trying to get your extra XP.
It's none of us anymore.
And Alolan Sandshrew has been around a lot in December. Do we really need another Spotlight Hour for this thing? Honestly.
Let's not question.
We're all going to say this is the one that a lot of people are probably going to get very excited for. January the 10th is Swirlix, which can be shiny, and there's a 2 times Stardust for catching it as well. This is a double
I still
bubble.
need that chocolate brownie.
I still need it because some of us didn't play the Sapporo Go Fest makeup.
Well, I caught mine at Sapporo, okay, boys, on the Sunday. It was a magical
Sapporo
day.
twinned with Swindon.
Swinporo.
Swimporo.
Swimporo.
Swimporo. Jan the 17th. Inoffensive, it's had a community day, but there is a 2x XP for catching Pokemon, so it is appealing for people in the XP grind. It is C-Dot. We've got another shiny one. This is what people are really excited for, though, because as with Tapu Koku or Tapu Bunda, it can be shiny. We've got shiny Tynamo coming to Pokemon Go on Jan the 24th, which has 2x catch candy.
Your electric Weedle.
Electric Weedle, and that overlaps really nicely with... No, it doesn't actually. It comes before the Crackling Voltage event. January the 31st, we have got shiny Blitzel. You get 2x candy, as I say, for transferring Pokemon, so you'll probably be catching them and transferring them. Right, they're all 6 o'clock to 7 p.m. as normal. Oh, God. Oh, no, hold on. I've got some bad news.
Oh, what?
I was reading the graphic with you boys just then. Tynamo's lost its sparkles.
Oh, typical.
4 out of 5 can be shiny. Alolan Sandshrew can still be shiny, so fear not, everyone.
The Alolan Sandshrew is one spotlight I'm not going to tap on anything because that's the one I'll get the shine on. The ones I actually want the shine on, I won't get, so...
I shan't tap Coco on that.
Spotlight hour, I will not be tapping on anything.
So going for one exciting section, we're going to go to one which actually remains unchanged. We have got the research breakthrough for those. We've got 6 Pokemon, all of them alternate. It's pure randomness. 5 of the 6 can be shiny. That's Galarian, Mr. Crime, Delibird, Bagon, Dino, Furfrou, and the one that can't be shiny is Goomy.
I'm personally very content with the content of January.
Content with content.
Exactly.
Content?
We've got some few banging spotlight hours in there. Swirlix is definitely up there. Blitzel, people want the shiny. Let's just hope that they reinstate those sparkles on Tynamo.
If Tynamo does become shiny, I'll be out for that one as well.
The 5 stars are fire, literally fusion, flare, fire.
3 of the 4 are. I'm not too sold on Regice. But
no, it's a personal thing, I guess, if you want to chase it. I need XLs, personally. Possibility of a new Mega, Mega Connoisseur. I'm sure we all agree that it's a good thing. And some of the events, we know that the Lunar New Year event is usually quite good. That brought shiny Litleo in 2022, so this one could bring in. It's the year of the rabbit, isn't it? So, well, I guess Chespin's sort of like
Chespin's already out.
Loose. No, at that point, it will already be out, and we've already had Bunnelby and Baneri. There aren't really any more rabbit Pokemon.
Yeah, but this is Niantic. Remember, we had Litleo last year, and it was the year of the tiger.
Based on that logic, then, we're probably going to get a cat Pokemon, then. Is that what we're saying for the year of
It's almost a rabbit.
Yeah.
But that is what you can expect in January.
Oh my God, he's back.
That took a while.
I know. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. Guess what?
I know already.
It wasn't shiny.
Oh no.
Oh, that's it. The event's over. That's it. Oh. Do you know what I think's funny? Because obviously these like New Year's shows really make me giggle because we get all, we just get all New Year's-y, reflect, talk about the future. And something that made me laugh, I was thinking, do you think in a year's time we'll still have our bio?
Yeah, a light-hearted and energetic
bio.
down the pub style podcast about Pokemon Go and life.
Did you just say we're down the pub?
Welcome to the pub. How we doing? Good to see you in here again. It feels like it was only last week I saw your faces. Yeah?
It was.
It was literally,
yes. Yeah. It's good to be back again.
So we're going to jump straight into a pub quiz. This is the New Year one, and this is always designed to make Coops finish last. That's how it always works.
Stamina
He's
specialist.
a stamina specialist.
Not today.
So we've got 5 questions tonight, boys, and we're going to go in the order of Milo first, Ian second, and Coops last to give him a chance.
Wow, he changed his Google sheet.
Changed my Google sheet.
Still first.
Milo, that's the way it rolls, unfortunately, my friend.
If I can get one right, I'll be happy.
We're going to go straight into the first question. So, the first question is, in Spain, 12 of what type of food is eaten at midnight on New Year's Eve for good luck? Is that A, grapes? Is it B, olives? Or is it C, tortilla or tortillas?
Okay, I'm either going to come across as pub quiz savvy or pub quiz cretin, but I think that you put tortilla in there just to throw us off because it's Spain. So I will go with
Tortilla.
olives. I'm gonna go with olives.
I will go with, and at first I thought, well, tortilla kind of doesn't fit with the other 2 answers, so part of me thinking, is it a trick and putting tortillas in? I don't know, I'm gonna go grapes.
The olives and the grapes are just too obvious. They're too obvious, right? But I know that Marky would have just put tortillas in there just to sort of have a bit of banter with us. But
I'm gonna go
YOLO, I'm gonna go tortilla. Let's do it. Why not?
Well, one of them's got it right.
Yeah, it can't be olives. That's so obvious. Grapes.
It can't be tortillas, can it? Really, when you think about it.
Yeah, but it can be though, because it's good.
It could be all three.
Oh wait. Have I met? Oh wait, did you say they have to have 12 of them?
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah.
That's why I think tortillas is too much.
Oh yeah, that is too much. Oh god damn
Too
it.
late. You've hit the buzzer.
Too late.
Oh
You're
damn
locked
it.
in.
Answers in.
Oh wait. Oh, it still haven't changed from last year.
Last time that happened, you won the question.
Oh, did I actually? Okay, yeah, tortillas. Yeah,
I think
yeah,
you did.
Tortilla.
So, question number 2. In 2022, so that's last year, how many Apple stores are there in the world in number?
Ooh.
Is it A, 316? Is it B, 416? Or is it C, 516?
I'll just go for B out of randomness because it's in the middle.
I really should know this answer, but I genuinely don't. I can't imagine it's 516.
He's doing a Coops here.
I'm going to go B. Yeah, I'm going to go 416.
So there's 54 states in America, right?
No,
56.
no. There's 50. 50 states.
Recalculate
wasn't a
it.
question.
Recalculate it, Coops. Recalculate it.
That's why it's Hawaii 5-0 is the last state.
Yeah, I knew that. I was just testing.
Hawaii
So
56.
so wait. So what's the stars then on the flag? I thought it was how many stars are there? I thought there was 54 stars to match the states.
No.
Moving on. So I'm thinking, yeah, if there's 50 states in America, there's definitely like 3 Apple stores in each state, right? Maybe even more. So that's going to go straight to like 150, 200. So I'm actually going to go with C. I'm actually going to go with 500 odd.
So, this is the third question. Quite interesting, we got to talk about states there, Coops. You know, not you on a night out, but US states, which is quite a nice little segue.
I've got into a few states in my time.
The hungover state we're currently in.
Yeah, he bloody has. So the question is, how many US states are larger than the UK?
Are you joking? Was that actually the next question?
That was the next question. So I like your segue.
way.
Inadvertently felt like it was a lead into the next question. But yeah, how many US states are larger than the UK? Is it A, 9? Is it B, 10? Or is it C, 11?
I'm going to go with C for 11 because the UK is actually quite small.
I too was thinking 11, mainly because we are a very small island. But because I don't want to pick the same answer as Milo every single time, I'm just going to go B.
I am not going to be different. I'm going to go C again for Coops.
I hope this is a little nod to one of us on the pub quiz, but what percentage of the world is left-handed? You are left-handed, aren't you, Milo?
I am, indeed.
That's all right then. Is it A, 5%? Is it B, 10%? Or is it C, 15%? Either way, it's a minority.
It is a minority because most of us were burnt as witches back in the day. It's still I think a lot of countries still force you to use your right hand. So I think good question. I'm going to go for B, which is 10%, right?
I'm going to go 15%. I don't know why, but that number is just...
Yeah,
jumping
it's,
out at
no,
me.
no, I'm going to do the same. 5-10%. It just seems way too... Yeah, I'm going to... Yeah, because I actually know a few left-handed. Yeah, 50, yeah, C.
If I've got that wrong, I've let all the left-handed people down.
So the final question, bit of a fun one this is. Well, not for the person that broke this Guinness World Record, it isn't. So how many days is the current Guinness World Record sneezing fit?
Oh.
How long?
Days.
Days. Is it A?
What?
78 days.
What?
Is it B? 278 days. Or is it C?
What?
978 days.
What? Sneezing fit.
Sneezing
How
fit.
does this person sleep if they're sneezing all the time?
I think from the four of us, we just need to say bless you.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
That's all we need to say. I'm just going to throw this out. I'll go for C.
Yes, me too. It's got to be 978. It's got to be the biggest number.
978 days. If you've done that, then they've managed to track it or something. That's nuts.
It's like 3 years or something, isn't it? Like nearly 3 years.
It is. It's just under 3
Yeah.
years, isn't it?
Oh, I'll go C. Why not?
How did they function?
So there we go. That concludes the pub quiz.
Smashing questions, Marky.
Thank you very much. Well, we're going to give you some answers now. I think that's the only fair way to conclude said pub quiz. So the first question, in Spain 12, what type of food is eaten at midnight on the New Year's Eve for good luck? Yeah, it was so obvious, wasn't it, tortilla? I mean, that's like a Spanish food. There's me just throwing a Spanish food. Spain. You know, that'd be a bit too obvious,
I
wouldn't
did exactly
it?
the same thing I did last week, as I talked myself out of the sensible option.
Well, it wasn't tortilla, so your boys have worked me out. It was grapes. Ian gets the point.
Oh, damn it.
Well done, Ian.
My logic works. Olives are hideous.
Question number 2. 2022. How many Apple stores are there in the world? Well, Coops' logic, even though he got the wrong base number to start with, and I don't quite know how he pulled it out, was correct. It is 516 Apple stores.
Yes!
Oh, damn.
Well done, Coopsy.
Thank you.
I've just noticed that there's a theme on Coops' answers, actually, looking at this. Question number 3.
The logic's wrong, but he gets it right.
He's done the multi-choice
Yeah.
thing, just tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, as he's gone, if I could put them all there, I'll at least get one right. Question 3. How many US states are larger than the UK? Ian had it on record that he went 11, but he went for 10 because he didn't want to copy Milo. The answer is
Yes.
C11.
Yeah!
Oh,
my
No
God.
way I'm in the lead. No way.
just because I didn't want to copy you, Whitfield.
Milo gets his first point. Coops gets his second point.
Yes.
So 2-1-1. So we go on to question number 4. What percentage of the world is left-handed? Coops knows a few left-handed people. You know, that must be a high number if he knows a few of them. Milo got it right, though, because he is left-handed and he knows he's probably on his own.
Yes.
Well done, Milo.
Yes.
10%.
Stick together.
Jeez.
So, suspense, everyone. How many days is the current Guinness World Record sneezing fit? Well, can we just have a moment to feel for poor Donna Griffiths? So, poor Donna Griffiths is the person who had this record. Apparently, in the first... Well, this is the answer given away. Had, yes. She sadly didn't make it to day 977 because she passed away. No, she didn't. She didn't. She's
Oh my
okay.
God, Mark.
That's harsh.
I said she didn't. She's from the United Kingdom. So Donna Griffiths from the UK set this world record, and it was back in 1983. It started in September, so
You've got to start
got to
somewhere.
start somewhere and got to finish somewhere. So they reckoned in the first year of her sneezing fit, so it was 976 days, which was C, she had sneezed
Oh my God, we all got
an
it right.
estimated
Oh my God.
1 million times. 1 million sneezes in the
Wow.
first
Bloody
year.
hell.
So she was born in 1969. She was 12 when it started. Her first sneeze-free day was 16th of September 83. So actually started in 81, the 977th day. Milo and Coops have both got 3 points. Ian has got 2 points. Coops' answers, for anyone who listened, were
Oh my God.
C, 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 C.
And not a single Germany in sight.
And now I need to change my Google spreadsheet because I can't have the same set of answers because Coops has worked it out. That'll get you 3 points out of 5 after all these times.
No.
Oh,
So
no.
here we go then, boys. The tiebreak question. The Shard in London has a lot of windows.
God's
How many windows has the Shard got?
Oh, that's
I'm
cruel.
glad I'm not in this tiebreak.
That's so cruel. Well, you know how high it is and how wide, etc. it is, and then you've got to think, oh, there's an angle, face, and all of that.
There's a lot of...
Genuinely stumped by that. I'm gonna say windows or bits of glass. I assume you mean. So
They call them windows, so it will be panels of
Yeah.
glass.
Okay. I'm gonna go 500.
So Milo has gone for the big 500, the biggest building in the landscape in London. It's made all of glass.
It's got 500 windows.
It's got 500
Bear in
windows.
mind, Milo, your car's got 6.
Technically.
He's proper done you in then, mate. I'll be honest.
No, but some of them are bigger. Bigger than my door mirror. So.
Yeah, so I was actually going to go in the thousands. So to make this easier, I'll go 501.
He's a cock, isn't he? He's like, I just when you said that.
I knew he was gonna do it.
So,
That's why I don't want. I'm not going first next pub quiz. Okay. I feel like I go first
well,
every
Milo,
time.
if you've got more questions right, you wouldn't have been in this situation in the tiebreak, would you? You must do better.
It's true.
The Shard has got 11.
1,000.
It's gonna be 11,000.
It's got 11,000 windows in it.
Yeah.
You do know how big the shard is, don't you, Milo?
To be fair, I was actually going to say 10,000, so I feel like I would have won that anyway. And secondly, you know when you done me in about the ball at Times Square, can we do him in now for the rest
Yes,
of 2020?
That's now the new Times Square.
I was never
ball.
going to live that one down.
Cool, yeah, cool.
To be fair, we've had Coops with the Times Square ball, and then with the London Eye. I guess now it's only my turn to cop some flack.
It's like when Ian
Car's got
goes,
6.
like, your car's got 6. It's like, well done, Coops,
I don't know
for
what was
winning
going through
the
their brain.
New Year's pub quiz, and you got what you said you wanted. You came out for the win, and you took it.
See?
Well done.
What is it? I came, I saw, I conquered.
You just needed one stupid toff. But can you please whip your pole out?
Is that my pole?
We put a lovely poll out on Twitter. It was with New Year 2023 only a matter of days away. Well, we're there now. What are your thoughts around the New Year's resolutions? So the options we had were make 'em and keep 'em, and make 'em and break 'em. I think about making 'em, and what's the point? So we had 84 people on the poll.
I know where Ian voted.
You know which one I went for.
Yeah, baby.
So in joint third place with 8% each, we have make 'em and keep 'em, which I don't think any of us really truly did. I know
That's not-
It's not. It's so overrated, isn't it? Making them and keeping them, and also 8% on make 'em and break 'em.
At least we're getting honesty
Yeah, true.
from this.
Honestly, yeah. In second place with 29% of the vote, I think about making them. It's non-committal, really, isn't it? It's just like, yeah, it's New Year. I'll think about making them. Yeah. And the winner,
Until next year.
until next year, exactly. The resounding result, or the winner here, with 55% of the vote.
Wow.
What is the point?
All the great white sharks
Indeed.
came out of the woodwork.
Great white sharks,
Sharks are
circling. Schooling again.
Oh my god.
There we go. 55%. What's the point? We love our listeners.
Well, Mark's poll can earn a well-deserved rest now for the next week. Thank you very much, mate. And into our favourite section, it is...
Shinies of the week.
So I'll jump in first. There's 2 here, but from the same person. I'm going to include them both. ML Folk 2022, one of our gold tier patrons, finally been chasing this for the past few weeks at Incensed Podcast, hashtag Shinies of the Week, hashtag I'm on a roll, Shiny Swinub. But before that, she also tagged us with ooh looking eyes emoji.
Brandon Tan.
Yes, at Incensed Podcast, Shinies of the Week with the shiny shadow Marwal. So
Ooh, very
GG's
nice.
ML. Folk.
That's
GG's.
smashing. Giving a little shout out to a part of the podcast fam, Jamal Harvey from the Way Spotters. Hey, gents, at Incensed
Steve
Podcast.
Harvey.
Steve Harvey. They
Yes.
haven't heard that yet.
Oh, okay.
haven't heard that
Listen
yet.
next week.
Shush. At Incensed Podcast, driving to my in-laws' house for Christmas, had your podcast on, got out of the car, opened the game before I went in, clicked on this Eevee and bang. Hashtag Shinies of the Week. Hashtag Coops needs to come on Way Spotters.
Not going to happen.
Well, maybe on their next show, their 1 year show, congrats in advance, you'll hear our point of view on that. But it is a shiny Christmas costume party hat. It's not a party hat, it's like a Christmas festive hat. Shiny. Smashing stuff, mate.
GG's
Big
with Jamal.
poggers. And another one, we've got Molly, my first shiny from Daily Incense. Nice one. When walking home tonight whilst listening to At Incense Podcast Christmas Day episode. So we did have somebody actually listening on Christmas Day, which is awesome. Hashtag Shinies of the Week, hashtag Pokemon Go. And it is Shiny Swirlix, which we were just
So
talking
jealous,
about.
Molly. GG's.
Oh, very jealous of that, like, sort of cappuccino thing. And it's the shiny Weather Boost Daily Incense symbols, a triple across the board. So big congrats.
I'm going to go over my shinies. Now, I did get one here from Kerry Young, who says, my first hatch of a shiny eligible 12k egg. OMG, which stands for, oh my God, Christmas spawns can do one. At Incense Podcast, Kerry did get a shiny. Is it Poignard?
Poignard,
Wow.
Yes. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Well, that is a stellar egg
Yeah.
hatch.
GG's.
So GG's indeed. I did get one here. I think this is a new person from Fizz Guerra 24. Fizz Guerra
Sounds
24.
fresh.
That's a new person, yeah.
Yeah, sounds it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fresh meat.
Yeah.
Waterfall.
What is it? What did you say, Milo? New Year, same us. But back-to-back shiny bugs. Oh my God. In 2 minutes. What is this craziness? Hashtag
Bergmites.
Bro, hashtag Shinies of the Week. It's back-to-back Berg mics. And this isn't the Spotlight Hour. This is 11:20 a.m. and then 11:22 a.m. Look at the journal.
That's hella lucky.
That's crazy.
They've
Wow.
What the hell?
Wow.
GG's. I mean, that's
GG's indeed.
I'm going to jump straight to MacFloofy, my second Christmas Day shiny. Whilst listening to Incensed podcast Christmas episode, someone else listening to the show on Christmas Day. Woo. Hashtag Shinies of the Week. And I love a shiny Sneasel. It's a proper winter Pokemon, that one. I do like that. Caught on Christmas
nice pink
Day.
shiny.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
And this one, I think, is just amazing. So I'm going to give it the justice it deserves. So Gojka, I hope I've pronounced that right. Great Avalugg Raid Day. An amazing shiny look whilst listening to episode 96 of Incensed podcast. You know, we do that. We do say it, you know.
The shiny look is there. Yeah.
For 99 weeks, we've said it.
They have included the video of this. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but we do say we like a 5-star review. But Gojka has got 5 back-to-back shiny Avaluggs from the raids, which
Whoa.
is
That's insane.
absolutely
That is so insane.
insane.
Do you know what really makes that extra salty? Is they got more shinies of Hisuian Avalugg in that back-to-back sequence than I did across the entire sodding day.
Well, that's not difficult because you really struggled with it.
Yeah, I know, exactly. It's just like, what? That's bonkers. Like 5 back-to-back. That's mad.
So that was between 2:08 and 2:36 p.m. We tried to work the odds when someone did 3 of them. That's 5 of them. Let us know. let us know,
Guys,
please.
yeah,
very
if you
much
beat that,
blessed.
let us know. Back-to-back. If you beat 5 back-to-back, let us know.
Again, not to sound like the casual of the group, but I love the fact they got 5 back-to-back shiny Avaluggs from the raid day, right? And the total that I did was 5 actual Avalugg raids. Got my shiny though. I did
well
get my
done on
shiny.
using your
all
free
that
passes.
matters.
Yeah,
That's
new
all
one.
that
That's
matters.
not GG's. That's incredible. That's incredible luck. And speaking of incredible luck, me and the boys here are very, 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 boys, can you say very for me a few times?
Very,
Very, very.
Incredibly lucky.
mucho.
And grateful to have an incredible set of Patreon members behind us. And we say it every week, but it really, really, really makes this podcast be exactly what it is and exactly what you hear. So a massive shout out to all of our bronze tier, all of our silver tier, and of course to our gold tier. And for the last... Oh, no. For the
First time this year.
God, yeah. For the first time in 2023. Oh my God, I can't get my head around that. A massive thank you to HermesNinja, TishSmith, JB, CliffordMert, DerbyRuss, Kerry and Zachary, Connor Lee, Dom the Ragnarok, Kimber, ML Falk 2022, Apex 187, and Professor 58. Thank you all so much. Please, as always, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Intense Podcast. As you guys know, the link tree, you know all of that already. And we do have tiers starting from £1.50 per month to be a part of our Discord, to chat with us, hang out with us, raid with us.
Get a gift.
Yeah.
In game.
Just one.
Just the one.
For the year.
Probably
If
for
it's
me.
Milo.
Or pin a postcard from us as well. But boys, before we do wrap up the first episode of 2023, I've got some good news.
What?
Ladies and gents, boys and girls, listen to this, because next week on the 5th of January, okay? Actually, I'm not going to say next week because it depends when you listen to this episode, because you could listen to this in March.
That's true.
In which case, bad luck.
In this case, apologies, GG's. But I'm going to say on the 5th of January, get your calendar apps up right now. On the 5th of January, Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, if you want the easy way, that's UK time, 8:30 p.m. on the 5th of January 2023, the Incensed podcast, for the first time ever, is doing a live stream.
makes sense.
That does make sense. That does make sense.
Yeah.
Because it is a live stream when it's live. No, genuinely, guys, we are doing a live stream out on our YouTube channel. So please just search on YouTube, Incensed Podcast, subscribe or don't subscribe, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, subscribe, please.
Yeah.
Yes, do it.
Get your notifs on, and like I said, put it in your calendar app right now for the last time, January the 5th, 2023 at 8:30 UK time on our YouTube channel. We are going to put out a live link to our recording, and I can't lie, it might be going for a couple of hours, but please come and join us. Send us some raids if you can. We would love to chat to you. We'd love to hear you get alongside the show, because obviously we do this every week to our gold tier Patreons, but it'll be lovely to see a really great number of you joining us. Maybe we can get 20, 30, 40 heads in. That would be amazing. So like I said, please, yeah. We're trying to be serious, Milo.
Sorry.
Yeah, there'll be no head on the live stream, but you know what I mean. So please come and join us. So yeah, January 5th, 8:30 UK time, which is GMT. Mark your calendars. We will all see you there.
And it is for our 100th episode. It's going to be epic.
Oh, yes.
Yes, how can I forget? Yeah, episode 100. Yeah, so that's the reason why we're doing the live stream, guys. Yeah, next week is going to be episode 100, which is that a century? No, not a century.
Century,
yes,
yeah.
it is a century.
It's a century of episodes.
Century. And speaking of centuries, I've said this, 99 million times before. Make sure you follow us on all of our socials. They're just going to literally be all at Incensed Podcast. That's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and of course we have the link tree. And on that link tree is going to be direction to our merchandise as well. Boys, is there anything left to say apart from we'll see you on the 5th for our live stream?
I think that's going to do it.
You better turn up.
Yes. Please visit.
And listen, when you join the live stream, you can let me know if you got your shiny hoot hoot with the hat.
Yes.
Oh, God. And on that bombshell, if we don't see you on the 5th in the live stream, we will see you, as always, next week. Take care.
I choose you!